everyone, today we are going to see the first unit in geography, which is rocks and soils. We have already seen about the following topics like rock cycle, uses of rocks, soil and its formation, soil composition, soil profile and layers of soil in part 2. Synopsis of the lesson. In this session, we are going to see the following topics. The first one is classification of soils. Under this, we have alluvial soil, black soil, red soil, laterite soil, mountain soil and desert soil. Then we have soil erosion, soil conservation and uses of soils. First, we are going to learn about classification of soils. Soils are classified on the basis of their formation, color, physical and chemical properties. Based on these, soil is classified into 6 major types. They are alluvial soil, black soil, red soil, laterite soil, mountain soil and desert soil. First, let's see about alluvial soil. Here we can see the picture of alluvial soil. These soils are found in the regions of river valleys, floodplains and coastal regions. These are formed by the deposition of silt by the running water. It is the most productive of all soils. So here this soils means alluvial soils. So alluvial soils are found in the regions of river valleys, floodplains and coastal regions. These are formed by the deposition. Deposition means removal of silt. So what is meant by silt? Silt means fine sand, clay or other material carried by running water. It is the most productive of all soils. So, let's see the areas where it is present. Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, West Bengal, Assam, parts of Orissa, delta regions of South India. It is suitable for the cultivation of sugarcane, jute. Here, it refers to alluvial soil. So, alluvial soil is suitable for the cultivation of sugarcane, jute. Here we can see the picture of sugarcane and jute, rice, wheat and other food crops. Here we can see the pictures of rice and wheat. Next, let's see about black soil. Here we can see the picture of black soil. These soils are formed by weathering of igneous rocks. So, black soils are formed by weathering. Weathering means breaking down of igneous rocks. Black soil is clayey in nature. Clayey means containing a lot of clay. It is retentive of moisture. Here, retentive means having the power, capacity or quality of retaining water. Moisture means wet. So let's see the areas where the black soils are present. Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu and Rajasthan. It is ideal for growing cotton. So here ideal means best. So black soil is best for growing cotton. Here we can see the picture of cotton. Next, we are going to learn about red soil. Here we can see the picture of red soil. These soils are formed by weathering of metamorphic rocks and crystalline rocks. So, red soils are formed by weathering. Weathering means breaking down of metamorphic rocks and crystalline rocks. So, what is meant by crystalline rock? Any rock composed entirely of crystallized minerals without glassy matter. The presence of iron oxide makes this soil brown to red in color. It is usually found in semi-arid regions. What is meant by semi-arid region? It has little rain but is not completely dry. That is semi-arid region. So it is not a fertile soil. Now let's see the areas where red soils are present. Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, West Bengal, Eastern Rajasthan. It is suitable for millet cultivation. Here it refers to red soil. So red soil is suitable for millet cultivation. Here we can see the picture of millet cultivation. Next, we are going to learn about laterite soil. So here we can see the picture of laterite soil. These are the typical soils of tropical regions. So laterite soils are the typical soils of tropical regions. These soils are found in the regions which experienced alternate wet and dry condition. As these soils are formed by the process of leaching, it is infertile. Here, what is meant by leaching? Leaching is just the process of extracting a substance from a solid material that has come into contact with a liquid. So now, let's see the areas where the laterite soils are present. Parts of Assam, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh and Kerala. It is suitable for plantation crops like tea and coffee. Here it refers to laterite soil. So laterite soil is suitable for plantation crops like tea and coffee. Here we can see the picture of tea and coffee. Now let's see about mountain soil. Here we can see the picture of mountain soil. These soils are found over the slopes of mountain. So mountain soils are found over the slopes of mountain. Soils in these regions are thin and acidic. However, characteristic of soil differs from region to region based on the altitude. Now let us see the areas where mountain soils are present like Assam, Kashmir, Arunachal Pradesh. Next, we are going to learn about desert soil. Here we can see the picture of desert soil. These are sandy soil found in the hot desert regions. So, desert soils are sandy soil found in the hot desert regions. These soils are porous and saline. Porous means allowing liquid or air to pass through. Saline means salty or containing salt. Since it is infertile, agriculture in these soils are not so successful. So let's see the areas where desert soils are present like Sahara Desert, Thar Desert, etc. Next, let's see about soil erosion. Here we can see the picture of soil erosion. First, we have to know what is meant by soil erosion. Soil erosion is the removal or destruction of the top layer of soil by natural forces and human activities. Soil erosion reduces the fertility of soil, which in turn reduces the agricultural productivity. Running water and wind are the major agents of soil erosion. Now we are going to learn about types of soil erosion: sheet erosion, rill erosion and gully erosion. are the major types of soil erosion. First, let's see about sheet erosion. Sheet erosion is the removal of the thin layer of topsoil by raindrop splash or water runoff. Here we can see the picture of sheet erosion. Next, let's see about gully erosion. In gully erosion, the surface runoff is very high. Gullies resemble large ditches or small valleys, are meters to 10 meters in depth and width. Here we can see the picture of gully erosion. Next, we have rill erosion. If sheet erosion occurs with full force, the runoff water moves rapidly over the soil surface. It cuts well-defined finger-shaped groove-like structures. It appears as thin channels or streams. It is known as rill erosion. So here we can see the picture of rill erosion. Next, we are going to learn about soil conservation. Soil conservation is the process of protecting the soil from soil erosion to maintain its fertility. The methods that are widely practiced for conserving soil are afforestation. So what is meant by afforestation? Afforestation is the process of introducing trees and tree seedlings to an area that has previously not been forested. Afforestation can be done through tree planting and seeding, naturally or artificially. So here we can see the picture of afforestation. Controlled grazing. So what is meant by controlled grazing? It includes any system in which the producer controls the grazing pattern of the cattle. Here we can see the picture of controlled grazing. Construction of dams. Here we can see the picture of dam. Crop rotation is the practice of planting different crops sequentially on the same plot of land to improve soil health, optimize nutrition in the soil. Here we can see the picture of crop rotation. Strip farming is the growing of crops in narrow, systematic strips or bands to reduce soil erosion from wind and water and otherwise improve agricultural production. Here we can see the picture of strip farming. Contour plowing is the farming practice of plowing and planting across a slope following its elevation contour lines. These contour lines create a water break which reduces the formation of rills and gullies during times of heavy water runoff, which is a major cause of soil erosion. The water break also allows more time for the water to settle into the soil. So here we can see the picture of contour plowing. Terrace farming is a method of growing crops on sides of hills or mountains by planting on graduated terraces built into the slopes. Here we can see the picture of terrace farming. A windbreak is a planting usually made of one or more rows of trees or shrubs planted in such a manner as to provide shelter from the wind and to protect soil from erosion. Here we can see the picture of windbreak. How long does it take to form soil? The time needed to form a soil depends on the climate. The environments which is characterized by mild climate takes 200 to 400 years to form 1 centimeter of soil, and in wet tropical area, soil formation is faster and takes up to 200 years. To become a well-matured soil, it takes about 3000 years. Finally, we are going to learn about uses of soils. Soil is one of the important natural resources. It is a basic requirement for plant growth and supports various life forms on the earth. The minerals present in the soil enhance and nourishes, which means promotes the crops and plants. It is used in making of ceramics or pottery. It is a source of material for construction and handicraft works. It acts as natural filter of water and purifies it. Soil supports ecosystems and play an important role in land management. So, rocks and soils are the most important renewable natural resources. Both of them play an important role in everyday life of human beings as well as economic development. Nowadays, rock-based companies are in increase, which provide employment to a sizable population. Soils attract human settlement and other economic activities. As India is an agricultural country, the proper management of soil resource will lead to sustainable food production besides its use for various other purposes. So, the soil resources must be conserved. Here, sustainable means supportable. So, the proper management of soil resource will lead to supportable food protection besides its use for various other purposes. I have enclosed the classwork instructions in the PDF. Kindly refer it. So now, we have reached the end of this session. Thank you.